I think our first trip to China was in 2004. And, Richard took a team of us over to find sources for a private label team. We went through factories and tanneries. Gosh, we spent about a week just traveling around the countryside looking for different resources. And from that trip, a world of opportunity has been opened up over the last 8 years.
We made our first trip over there with a group of people. We went to factories, and not long after that, Richard Shea and I were going like every 6 weeks to China.
Well, I started in Zappos in the year 2005 and started with a private label group, and private label was heavily involved sourcing out of China.
I started working with the China image processing team in 2006, where we had about 1 person in the Zappos China office processing images. Now we have about 20 in the Zappos office processing images specifically, as well as 15 outside contractors.
I first visited China back in 2006 when Taylor had just come on board to help us out with quality control and visiting the factories over there. We visited our very first office when he was the lone employee in the spring of that year. And then I just went back this last spring in 2012, 6 years later, and now the office is up to over 70 energetic employees that are just doing a fantastic job for us on a variety of projects.
I got involved with the China office many years ago. I took a trip over with Richard Shea, and we were primarily then using the office as a sourcing arm. And today we still use it for that.
When we got off the shuttle bus at the office, all 80 people were out in the courtyard, and they were hugging us and giving us high fives. They took us over to their dorm and showed us where they lived. Out of the people in the office, about 90% of them are college graduates.
The China team is super enthusiastic and eager to learn, so with that, I would definitely recommend our team here to utilize them with any projects that you have in mind that you want to try out.
Our Zen Pals have helped ZCLT with a number of different projects over the last couple of years, everything from UPS returns to our sharing great calls to even picking out our props.
I've worked with the China office since around November of last year. They do so many projects for CLT. A lot of the back office work like UPS returns and some other reporting.
I have been involved with the China offices since October of 2007, and I'm really excited to see the growth and the change over time. We are really ramping up our program with them with a lot of projects and tasks from merchandising and content and pricing.
I had the good fortune of going to China in March with Richard. There's a couple of key things about China. One, the amount of work they do and the kinds of work they do is amazing. Second, it's not just the work that gets done, it's the culture that Richard and team have grown. China, it's pretty amazing. When we went there, Richard organized a culture night for us, and the team put on some amazing events for us. Great culture of getting work done and having a lot of fun and fostering the Zappos culture.
I don't want to go home.